Now there they go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is 2,000 meters steeplechase for the women. But I want to bring you the bigger picture of this race. We have 2 gold medals, courtesy of Dorcas Nzikuru, in the World Championships of 2005 in Helsinki, Finland. And we also have a gold medal, courtesy of Perus Chemtai, during the Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. However, those games were run in 2022, I mean 2021, because you remember, we're just coming out of the COVID. So the world was under lockdown, so women's category. So we are waiting for stars to come up in the men's category. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a curtain raiser. It's not a major competition, it is a fun run. And these are not the real athletes for this event. But nevertheless, we decided to give a curtain raiser. So this is a 2,000 meter steeplechase curtain raiser. So watch the water point and see how they swim and come out. And as they jump out into the water trap, please clap for them. Thank you so much for cheering them. Cheer them. When you cheer them, you give them morale. So let's go ahead and cheer them.
And that is Chemtai Fabia, representing Uganda.
And I'm told we shall have another entertaining race for the executive of Uganda State Federation. They'll also be running later in the evening with Mr. Ochet, our president.
Of what we call the steeplechase. There we go. I like that. We cheer them up. Yes. Take that. That is Chemtai Fabia. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Checking Tibet. Checking Nagurio. Checking Tibet Turjit. Checking Chemtai. Check the PowerPoint. This is what it means. Getting on to 100 years. Registering history. Ladies and gentlemen, and that is the final lap.
She goes for the final lap.
Look at number 3 and number 4. Fire is a fire. Final up. That is the final up. There we go. Here comes the athlete representing Uganda Paris, Chamtai Fibia. Moving to finish, left within less than 20 meters. She crosses. Congratulations. Welcome back.
Same distance as steeplechase, and maybe athletes, but are not.
That is the start, ladies and gentlemen. We are now having the men taking on 2,000 meters steeplechase. The way you see women
It is
running.
interesting. So let's see how the boys fare. I'm happy the boys are more in number. That will give a bit of competition. So, and here they come as they approach the very first barrier. Let's see how they calculate their move. Okay, so they're flying over. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how they maneuver into the water jump. Okay, some of them have landed.
That's the most interesting bit of it.
Some of them are swimming seriously. Okay, that one really swam. This is here. This is the fun. And those watching from wherever you are, thank you for logging in. Thank you for watching. Those who are here, I can guarantee, are having a lot of fun watching this here live. And interesting to see people run races that they are not used to running. There's 2,000 meters steeplechase, and yes, they've lowered. The barriers are lowered. They're not the standard size. Okay. They're not the standard. So lowered just to give us a bit of the fun. An athlete being lapped in 2,000 meters. He's literally not able to run anymore. He's just literally jogging, and he cannot jump over the barriers. He's just moving. Okay, let's continue enjoying this fun run. It is really for fun. People who don't run this race are running it, and it's as difficult and easy. Very easy when you see the professionals do it, though. It looks very well, easily, calculated, and the way they approach the barriers, the way they jump over them. It looks so easy, but it's not exactly easy when you go and do it yourself. So these guys are having first-hand feel of what it feels like to run this race. I think one day I'll try to do it myself. 3,000 meters steeplechase. This is a race that has that for very many years has been predominantly won by Kenyans at every major event, and but now we have Sofian El Bakali. We have guys that have come up, and the Kenyans are being given a run for their money. It's no longer obvious that. It's no longer obvious that the Kenyans have it all the time. We are here as we celebrate 100 years of excellence, of athletics excellence in Uganda. We are very proud. We are a very proud sport. Happy to be the golden sport of Uganda. Happy to be the sport that has put Uganda on the map for so many years, for all these years of existence. We have performed well in the Commonwealth Games. We've performed well in the Olympics. We've performed well at the World Championships. We've always been there, When the national anthem is sung, when the national anthem is sung, it is such a blessing. And, Uganda, and, it's a Ugandan with a gold medal. So we keep on doing this, putting you. putting Uganda in on the map. Very, very, very nice. Who are now going to be introduced to the crowds. And boy, you look at their sizes. Complete contrast. Contrast to the track athletes. So that is Ocheng Moses Gennaro from Uganda Prisons Athletics Club, who is being introduced to the crowd, bib number 080. And we have Odong Martin, Uganda Prisons Athletics Club, right there. Then we have the next athlete, bib number 050, Odong Baya from Uganda Police Athletics Club. Yes. After that one, we have Opio Oscar from Uganda Prisons Athletics Club, right there. Yes. And then we have the next one is Ojara Jackson Pope. The Pope from Ndeje University. Next to Ojara is going to be Komakech Regan Semei. Komakech is from Uganda Prisons Athletics Club. And, okay. Bib number 010 is Rupin Solomon from Gombe SS. You can clearly see he's the youngest, probably the youngest of all. He is a secondary school student. Yes. And after him is 084, that is Onen Chan Bob. Onen Chan Bob is an athlete of Uganda Prisons Athletics Club. And then we have Abonga Denisco from UPDF. Big ups to the forces who have consistently ensured that they support they support sports generally, especially in athletics. Yeah. Okay, we're starting with the lane 8.
Sawad Twaha, representing Kids of Africa.
Yes, that is Sawad Twaha from Kids of Africa Athletics Club, out in lane 8.
Lane 7.
And in lane 7 we have Onge Felix Ouma from Uganda Prisons Athletics Club. Yeah, that is the guy, Onge Felix. And then inside.
In lane 6, Bibi number 059, Kenneth Onen, representing Uganda Prisons. Kindly you show up, athletes. In lane 5, Bibi number 057, Ajaru Joshua, representing Uganda Prisons. In lane 4, number 087, Onachain Brian, representing
Onenchan Brian, UPDF is in lane 4. We have Ambayo Fred in lane 3 from Uganda Prisons, and we have Goni Emmanuel from Uganda Prisons in lane 2, and Roma Williamson will be running in lane 1.
Uganda Prisons. And in lane 1, Bib number 041, Oroma Williamson, representing Uganda Police. Those are the men.
I think there's a gun error. That's a green card. There is no fault. I think the gun is the problem. Okay, so we wait and see what I don't know what the problem is. Okay, but it's technical. It's not anything like a false start or anything of the sorts. The athletes are all innocent of everything. So we now have them. Okay, going back on their marks right now. Let's wait and see what happens. Okay, off they go. Off they go. And like I said, I don't know if they have really been doing the necessary rehearsals or practices or whatever it is with jumping the hurdles. But yes, here they are going, and going off strongly are the gentlemen in lane. On the outer lanes, we have them going very nicely. Ajalu, I can see Ajalu Joshua of Uganda Prisons is still in the lead. But now here comes lane 7, and that's Onge Felix Ouma, who is struggling, running neck to neck with Kennedy Onen from Uganda Prisons. And right now it is Kennedy Onen who has timed his race to perfection. Unfortunately, Onge Felix stumbled a little bit at the end of the very last hurdle.
We have Halima Nakai also does 1,500, though her special is 800 meters. We are good to go.
Yeah. Okay, now we have the girls taking off in the women's 1,500 meters. Unfortunately, these were not introduced to the public. But we have Chemtai Scarlett from Uganda Police. We have Chekwemoi Felista from Uganda Police. We have Chepkurui Nancy from UPDF. UPDF, and we have Cherop Patience from Uganda Police. We have Cherotuo Basklin Jokudef, that's the Joshua Cheptegei Foundation Athletics Club. Chemtai Peace Hope, Uganda Police. Yeko Isabel, UPDF. We have Cherop Ruth Kipsang, Uganda Police. We have Chebet Zumura Tororo. We have Apio Elizabeth, Uganda Prisons. We have Chebet Miracle, Uganda Police. And Chekwemoi Abigail from Uganda Police Athletics Club. Those are the girls tussling it out in the 1,500 meters, and currently they are still moving together. But one athlete has definitely already fallen off the rest of the pack, and let's wait and see who will eventually emerge champion of this day when we climax our celebrations of 100 years of existence, 100 years of excellence. We have survived through very many tough times. We've survived. We've celebrated good times. We've celebrated so many things. So today we say thank you. Thanks to the Lord for now a lead pack of about 5 athletes. The rest are falling off slowly.
And as they come, it's going to be the bell for them. Sikalet, Chamtai, running for Uganda Police. Let's see whether she will maintain. The leading pack, ladies and gentlemen, is still tightly marked. There we go. Fire ni fire. Lewa ni leo. Here we are. Final up. Final up. Bo. Chekwemoi Perista. And 2, 3. 237 is Cherop Ruth Kipsang. Order of Police. There we go. Chemtai saying yes. after this, it's gonna be 100 meters. In 100 meters, we shall expect the women to take it all. There we go, fire, fire. Anything can happen in this remaining meters. There we go. Who is who? Sikalet still leading, comfortably taking it all. Congratulations, Sikalet. Well done, well done. Well done, well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's observe some silence for the start. All right, we should hear silence for the start.
Silence. Silence for the start. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the athletes for 100 meters women final. In lane 8, number 211, Batio Clear, running for KCC. Bib number 221 in lane 7, Asindur Brenda, representing Telego District. Lane 6, bib number 227, Achang Charity, representing UCU. Lane 5, bib number 252, Cody Evelyn Chain, representing Uganda Prisons. Lane 2, bib number 250, Auma Esther, representing Uganda Prisons. And in lane 1, bib number 204, Achan.
So those are the athletes as they've been introduced to the crowds here, and it's nice. The athletes are seeing themselves on the big screens. On the big screen, they're seeing themselves and they're wondering, wow, it's the first time this kind of thing is happening here in Namboole. It's the first time we're having athletes being, shown like this. So we have the ladies ready, and it's a matter of time before they give us what they got, what they've been preparing for. Remember, each of these races has prize money tagged to them. There is prize money. Okay, I think there's a gun problem or something or some other issues. So we have a gun. We have prize money tagged to these races. So the athletes are here and they are going to run the races of their lives. Ideally, I would expect many. I would expect some national records to probably fall here and there. But let's wait and see who wins the race. But on paper, currently, I can say that the competition is between Mbwali and Koli. Ochen Evelyn Koli and Mbwali Bridget. This is where the real the biggest competition will be. No disrespect to the rest of the athletes, but these two have stood out for me this season. And on paper still, I would give the rest to Mbwali. I don't want to be a prophet of doom for the rest of the athletes, but I'm just thinking that perhaps, just perhaps, this race is going to be fireworks as well. 100 meters for the women. I don't know what the hold-up is, but we have the girls are ready to run, but we're not starting. I think it's maybe a technical something for happening with the officials, happening with the start team, or the timing, or the timers. I don't know, but let's wait and see. Usually this hold-up creates more anxiety among the athletes. You know, you come here, you're ready to run, you're ready to rumble, and then you have to stand and wait, and then you cool off, and I think eventually it affects them. It affects the time, the timing, the times they have. They would have run better, perhaps. But yes, it's It's the 23rd Akii-Bua Memorial Invitation Meet here in Namboole. This meet is by invite only. You must have run good times for you to be here. You must have ranked best. So these are our best 8 this season, as far as the national athletics trials are concerned. There we go, and going off very strongly in that race is definitely none other than Mboali Bridget. Like I told you, she runs. She is a monster on that track when she means business. She means business. Wow, that was Mboali Bridget from UCU.
Here we have 2 athletes from the neighboring countries. We have Chekwemo Lucas Ndie. On your marks.
That is the set, ladies and gentlemen, where we are seeing our best top 3, Cherop Prispa, Chebet Esther, Cherop Charity, running alongside the Kenyan athletes Chepkemoi Dorcas Ndiema and that of Ethiopia, Mola Hagos Negist, Cherop Prispa. Remember, after running 15:26.44, alongside Chebet Esther with 15. Not forgetting Cherop Charity with 15:27.61. They are meeting Dorcas from Kenya and Imola from Ethiopia. There we go. We cheer them up, ladies and gentlemen. We want to see them make good time. It's gonna be fire, fire. All determined. The best of the best. The best in the region. That is it. The best have met. Let's just cheer them up. I now see the speed trying to intensify. Remember, RISPA is determined. Hey, yes. Just now observing, we now have first class and second class. We are soon going to have another class. Just keep watching. Let's keep supporting them. Here we are.
Co-MC. Co-MC.
Yes.
I want to tell you that the table has since turned. It is Chekwemoi from Kenya in the lead.
But I also want to tell you that RISPA is not a joking subject.
So I don't know if the status quo is going to remain like that.
8 laps to go. And Tibet Esther is also in the mix.
Co-MC.
Yep.
Like I said earlier on, much as today we are celebrating John Akii-Bua,
Yep.
remember we still have a crop of athletes of that time. Some of them are here with us, like Mzee wa Kazi kwa Kazi, Jimmy Isamat, the greatest long jumper we've had before, and is here tonight supervising the pit of long jump.
Wonderful.
Yes, please.
I told you, our top 3 with 15, 1526, 1527, 2 are all here taking part in this event. There we go.
Also with us today,
Yep.
we have 2 seniors in the start team
Yep.
who were part of the 1972 crop.
Yes.
Senior Nalis Bijingo, a man known for having set record that stood quite a number of times
Yep.
in steeplechase and race walking.
Breaking news.
Yes, please.
Tibet Esther is in the
We are phasing out. We saw a next generation coming up.
Yep.
The likes of Faustino Kiwa
Yep.
in the 400 meters
Yep.
alongside Okello Ben,
Yep.
aka PCO,
Yes.
in 110-meter hurdles. A man who used to challenge Dan Tamwesijire over that distance.
Are you aware? 6 laps to go. Esther still in the lead. 6 laps to go. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you today that athletes for 5,000 meters, women, have come determined. They want to make better time. We are only cheating them by not cheering them up. Let's cheer them up. They are determined. The speed is increasing. The Ugandans are moving. The Ethiopian is studying. The Kenyan is studying. Let's coach. Let's watch and see. There we go.
It is still Tibet in the lead.
Yep.
Closely being monitored by our compatriot.
That is it. And as it stands, 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. They want trying to chase time. Trying to chase time. And seemingly like Rispa seems to have decided as they're trying to follow up. As Yeko, battering of police, moving up. There we go. Good is good. Good is good. That is their determination. Determined to make good time. There we go. There
What
we
an
go.
inspiring song or music to accompany the champion
That is it.
in her
DJ, that is it.
second last leg.
That is it. Busting good time. 2 laps to go.
The table has turned. Yeko now in the third position.
Set up. Set up is moving. Tebet is pulling. Serious. Ugandans, where are you? Let's cheer them up. We want good time. There we go. There we go. Set up we go. Esther we go. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go.
Mr. Mzira,
Yes.
as we are celebrating Akii-Bua,
Yes.
we also need to celebrate our living legends
Yes.
because those are the living history tellers.
Are you aware?
Yes, please.
We are now in 13 minutes. Coming to 14. Time is moving. Time is moving. 2, 4, 1. Shut up. Final
Shut
lap.
up takes her last lap.
Shut up. Uganda, oye.
Followed by Tibet.
Who is
Uganda,
entering?
oye.
Meanwhile,
Okay. We are in the final lap of the women's 5,000 meters. And this has been a race and a half. We are in the final lap. And who is winning? We have definitely, the number one has escaped from all her competitors and she's left everyone in her wake. We have very many dignitaries also coming in around this time, and I see the chairman of the National Council of Sports, Mr. Ogwell, just being ushered into the VIP where he's taking his seat with Mr. Gunter Lang and a host of others being ushered into the VIP. But meanwhile, the 5,000 meters race is coming to an end, and here she comes to end the race. It's over. It's over. And she has run very consistently, and oh yes, congratulations. Congs.
Omara Tony, Uganda Prisons. Rotich Gideon, Prisons. Sunday Jacob, Uganda Police. Komboni Daniel, Uganda Prisons. Chemtai Silas, Uganda Prisons. Wabutwa Farid, Uganda Wildlife Authority. Bahan Gabraham from Eritrea. That one did not start. We have the Olympian Musagala Ronald, Uganda Wildlife Authority. We have
off mic, we've just been talking about the attendance of people. Oh, and on our screen we see Muna, the senior Muna called Musagala, who is our national record holder in the 1,500 meters. And it is only the second time I'm seeing him run this season. And the last time he won his heat at the last National Athletics Trials. Musagala Richard, we call him the headmaster. Somebody calls him the headmaster of this race. He has ruled in the 1,500 meters for quite a while. Let me call it ruling. Let's see who is in the best of shapes to take this. And Musagala loves to front run, but they don't seem to be giving him that that much of the respect. He's taking it nice and slow. He's right in the middle. But who are the rest of the guys in this race? We have Krop Dominic from UA. We have Kiprop Hosea from Uganda Prisons. We have Kiprotich Sam Kapkureny from Uganda Prisons. We have Omara Tony from Uganda Prisons. Rotich Gideon from Uganda Prisons. Sunday Jacob from Uganda Police. Komboni Daniel, Uganda Prisons. Chemutai Silas, Uganda Prisons. Wabutu Farid from Uganda Wildlife Authority. Brahane Gebrehan from Eritrea. We have Musagala Ronald from Uganda Wildlife Athletics Club. Chemusto Timothy Jokdev, Joshua Cheptegei Foundation. Neyonkuru Prosper from Burundi, and then Butamenya Antoine Ndagesimana from Refugees. But you can, okay, my man Musagala Richard does not seem to be interested in anything happening at the front, and so he's laying right back. I don't know if the pace is just too hot for him or if whatever the issue is. Yes, here they come, and they will have two more laps to go when they approach. I see Omara Tony there trying to push hard. He's relatively new on the block, and I love his determination and sheer, the grit. Okay, the race is being split into three people. No. The front pack is being hunted down. And I see Musagala is finally showing interest in this race. He's trying to make sure that the gap between him and the lead pack is not so wide. Remember, we have cash prizes to be won. Every race attracts a particular amount of money. I will get the figures shortly. Now, they come to hit the bell. They hit the bell, and let's wait and see who has the guts. The lead pack is still very much intact. It's still anybody's race. I cannot give this race to anyone until it's not over until it's over. And I see nobody is willing to give up. Nobody is staying back. And even Musagala Ronald seems to be trying to make a comeback, but the front two are trying to get away from the rest of the chasing pack. And let's see how they maneuver through the last 200 meters. And now it is a race to the death. Run like you've never run before. Run like your life depends on it. The final 100 meters. And we see Musagala Ronald trying to come. But there is definitely not going to be anyone that will catch this guy in the front. And definitely he comes to win, and he wins comfortably. Not comfortably, he worked hard for it. And that is Chemutai Silas from Uganda Prisons Athletics Club. 400 meters. The star attraction definitely is Shida Leni. Auma Mary representing prisons. She's also been a very consistent athlete this season. She's a very strong athlete if she puts her head to it. Police, Banura Maureen. And then we have Aoko from Kenya.
Stabilize, man. Stabilize. Swina. Eugene. Oma. Stable.
Akwenye Malvin from Tororo. She's another. All these athletes have performed fairly very well this season. So good to see them run against each other in this invitational meet. So she broke the latest last week at the Kipkeino Classic in Nairobi, Kenya. She has broken this record so many times. I cannot remember how many times Shida Lenny has broken the national record, but just know Shida Lenny has broken the record very many times, and for me it's nice that we're seeing her here come to compete here locally, and okay, wow. So now we are being hit by rain. Oh man. Wow. The rain has come out of nowhere, and it's now causing a lot of not stampede, but causing people to have to shift, causing people to, okay, off they go, and off they go, and let's wait and see. Usually, Banura Maureen has a very strong start. She's a bullet, but then Shida Lenny has the consistency to run at top speed up to the end. Clearly you can see it's Banura Maureen versus Shida Lenny. Banura is ahead, but now Lenny, this is when Shida Lenny starts to make her move, and this is when she starts to do the real running, and she is now clearly got a hold of everyone, and the rest are going to have to do a lot of chasing, and I don't think anybody is going to be good enough to catch up with Shida. Trying to chase Shida is Aoko Laloni from Kenya, and then coming in third is going to be Banura Maureen. But yes, Shida is currently a class apart in the 400 meters event. So the rain has come out of nowhere, and it's really distorting the events here. But nonetheless, the race seems to be on track because now we're going to have the men's 400 meters. The men's 400 meters. And in this race, we have Nyero Johnson from Gulu University. We have Okwi Eric from Uganda Wildlife Athletics Club. We have Omuka Kenneth from Makerere University. We have Mweresa Boniface Ontuga from Kenya. We have Adoli Haron from Uganda Prisons. Ekwam Zablon Ekal from Kenya. Chan Wengo Godfrey from Deje University. And Okolimo Joseph from Uganda Christian University. Wow. What a lineup. We have two Kenyans, Zablon Ekal and Mweresa Boniface Ontuga, who are here to give us give these guys a run. Now, Adoli Haron just last week also registered his personal best in this distance, still at the Kipkeino Classic. So let's wait and see what they can do, what kind of fight they can put up against the Kenyans. It's going to be a rain-drenched race, and wow, yes, that is our starter, Mr. Moses Asonya, who is a former sprinter himself. Moses Asonya is a former sprinter, and yeah, you can see, oh, its condition is really hard. Unfortunately, lane 4 is empty, and that was supposed to be Mweresa Boniface from Kenya, but I think he didn't make it. Wow. I can Zablon Ekwam has made easy work of the boys. He's made easy work of the rest of the guys. And he has who is the Vice President Technical. Come on, you cannot come here and not greet people.
Competition is extremely high, of course. Today, the big boys among us this race is, of course, you know, the Herbert Chemutai, of course, or as you have just mentioned also, Arabsat Jabes also is also there. And then we have Chemutai Job. Those who are also contenders. Of course, we missed there Kenneth Kiprop, who is also competing in Europe. But of course, in Stockholm, Diamond League. But of course, we have other athletes, Rotich Silas, Kebet Leonard, Kiprotich Ivan, of course. This race is, of course, is a high level at 5,000. So the quality that we would actually remember in this history of this stadium, that we have a high level competition. Of course, this championship is actually moving to qualify to be a continental meet, and then maybe in time it will transform to be a big championship. So thank you so much for actually your commentary, and then for all the viewers. I know so many people are following it. Of course, some athletes from the global sports communication here are also of top quality. I see Elijah there, Elijah from, of course, Arua Athletics Club. Yes, but he's also doing well and is also good. Anything can happen. Of course, you see that some Kenyans also are in the mix. Anything can happen. Today, we expect to have the fastest 5,000 since the opening of this stadium, and to actually commemorate the 100 years of athletics in Uganda. Thank you so much.
So, is this weather an issue? Could this weather be an issue for the long distance run?
In fact, this weather is much more favorable to the boys, and I see that, of course, the weather is the similar weather now. It is tuning to the weather of Kapchorwa. The Kampala weather is becoming the Kapchorwa weather, the altitude weather. So it is really very favorable for the boys, and I know, of course, being in the low altitude, yeah, the boys will zoom it, and I know there are not big effects of the weather today, but of course, I know the boys will just enjoy the race as you have seen. Of course, as you see, in the next, these are just 8 laps to go, but of course, the boys are still very strong, and I know that in the next 4 or 5 laps, we shall be seeing who is coming, and who has the will, who has the determination, who has all the mileage and the speed. Of course, as you have seen, the quality is getting much more better. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vice President of the Uganda Athletics Federation. Okay, so Uganda Athletics. That was Mr. Benjamin Njia, aka Njia ya Yesu, is what I famously love to call him. Yes.
This is a very interesting race, ladies and gentlemen. All men are looking good enough, too composed, very tactful. Check them.
The golden generation of the Nalis Bijingo and the Akii-Buas also had the likes of Abdallah Biavagambi, all the way from Barra. Yego. DJ, you can tumbiza.
From Keyo to Tumop Coin.
Sikia, sikia, sikia. Fire the fire. Now coming to,
We have watch out for Burundi and Kenya in red.
fire the fire. Fire the fire.
Kenya, we have Ughathletix, Brian Kipto.
There we go.
And then Burundi, we have Yves.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Kenya is coming to the 3rd position. Watch out for the Kenyan athlete. Uganda
What
is
a race this is turning out to be as they come to the final 100 meters, and this guy has decided to say, okay, catch me if you can, and I don't think anyone is going to respond to that surge in pace. They were together the whole time, and they only split up in the last 800 meters or so, and he wins this race very nice and slow. And this is, I mean, look at the bib number and see who this guy is. From where we're seated, it's not very easy to recognize the faces easily. So that's bib number 004, and that is Kibet Habat representing Bukwo. Kibet Habat representing Bukwo, and thanks to him, he surged in pace and no one responded to him. What a race. Unfortunately, we have failed to link to the timers, so we cannot display the finish times, but well.
In lane 8, Wanruku Stella Akulu of Uganda Prisons, sharing a lane with Ageze Saida Shehayev of Ethiopia. In lane 7, Nalubo Sara Khafu, Uganda Prisons. Chekwemoi Brenda, Uganda Prisons. In lane 6, Chebet Maureen, Queen District. In lane 5, ladies and gentlemen, we have our former world champion over this distance, Halima Nakai of Uganda Wildlife Athletics Club. In lane 4, Sarah Mora of Kenya. In lane 3, Nyagisera Vanessa Kerubo of Kenya. We have Achiru Knight, Uganda Prisons. In lane 2, Orishaba Marvelous Ndeje University with Dusabe Shalen of Burundi. In lane 1, Chemtai Teddy of Tororo. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the finalists, 800 meters women.
Yes, it is yet another interesting event for us to watch, where we have the world champion tussling it out with the Kenyan and Ethiopians, not forgetting that of Burundi. It's another super event. Just stay tuned and give it the best support. Don't miss. Sarah Mora, remember, is the sister to Mary Mora. And they're always happy while running in Uganda.
Ladies and gentlemen, former world record holder, world champion Halima Nakai.
Lane 5, beep 279. Silence for a start.
On your mark.
There they go. Halima Nakai battling it out.
Alongside Vansi and Mora from Kenya and Chalin from Burundi. Not forgetting Saida of Ethiopia. So in that we have Burundi, we have Kenya, we have Ethiopia, and Uganda.
There Halima in the lead for now. It's still one tricky race.
The race is underway, and yes, I just been informed that yes, the lady from Kenya called Sarah Mora Orobi is actually the sister to the famous Mary Mora, who is herself a world champion but she didn't make it here. We would have loved
Yes,
to
Halima
see her run in Namboole.
brought home
Can I
gold
kindly
medal.
ask
Mary Mora formerly running
all
400
the
meters.
officials to help
Incidentally,
me?
Halima
We
Nakai
need
formerly
honorary
ran,
officials in the arena. The rest should
ran
go
the
in
400
pavilion.
meters as well.
It
She
is
started out as a
Halima
sprinter
and
and
the
then moved,
Zora.
moved on to
People walking.
middle distance. Okay,
So they should
and
be
now
encouraged to climb up in the pavilion.
the top two are running away. Halima trailing at the moment. Let's see how they navigate as they come to the final chapter of the race, when they come to the final 100 meters. Okay, now 80 meters, and it's a race between Halima Nakai versus Halima Nakai versus Sarah Mora. Halima Nakai versus Sarah Mora. But the conclusion to that is going to be that Halima wins on home soil. Halima decides
Ladies and
to
gentlemen,
win on home soil, and this is marvelous.
she has
Thank
done
you,
it also.
thank you. Not good to lose on home
Proving
soil.
to the crowd that
Good to win on home
yes,
soil always.
I'm at home.
And she has
I can't lose it
ensured
in
that
front of
she
my
wins
crowd.
on home soil.
This is home. I don't have to lose
Congratulations
it
to Halima
from here. Thank you
Nakai.
very much,
for-
Halima. Congratulations. Yes, this is home. This is your home. Yes. This is
Congratulations.
where your journey started from.
Congratulations.
Yes, so now attention turns back to the 800 meters for men. And we have a strong field, relatively strong field. We have Akem Kwene Peter from Ndeje University. We have Ogwal Samuel from Uganda Prisons. We have Cheptoyek Nicholas from Uganda Police. Dradiga Tom from Uganda Prisons. And this is a big name here. Chemos Ezekiel, Uganda Police. We have Irankunda Fabrice from Burundi. And we have Eri Mukokas, my friend, from Uganda Prisons. Krube Fadil Jafar from Air Force Army SS. We have Apenyo Bekele from Uganda Prisons. We have Onekyu Jimmy Jasper from Ndeje University. And we have Abdallah Simon from South Sudan. Without a doubt, the biggest name amongst this on paper for me is Dradiga Tom. Yes. 800 meters for the men. And they've been called to their marks. Off they go. Off they go. Let's wait and see how the race unfolds. But clearly, for me, the race favorite here is none other than Mr. Tom Rodriguez, who I can see is already in the lead. He loves to front run, and okay, someone is coming off very strongly. I don't know if this guy is pace setting or if he's actually running his own race. Okay. Yes. That is none other than Irakunda Fabrice from Burundi, trying to move very strongly there, right in front of, went off very strongly, bypassing Rodriguez, but can he keep up the pace? And I'm seeing for the first time, Caucus is also in the race. He seems not to be, he seems to be determined to keep it within there. Caucus is, I know him more for, yes, for 1.15. No, he's an 800 meters runner. And now it is about the guts, it's about the legs, it's about who has the belief, who has, like my friend says, and it is Rodriguez Tom versus Caucus Erimu. But I don't think Erimu is going to catch up with Rodriguez. But no, he's not giving up. And Rodriguez Tom is dragging on and on and on, gripping very strongly. And it's Rodriguez Tom in number 1, and Erimu Caucus finishes second. Those last few meters were not easy. And if you ask Rodriguez Tom, he will tell you they were not easy. The most difficult of all time. The athletes are being introduced to the crowds right now, and wow, this is going to be a race. But I don't know if the boys can hold the nerves. I hope there's no false start. I hope there's no, there's nothing that comes between this race and our enjoyments. We want to see a nice, clean race that goes to the end. A race that goes to the wire. Obuto Solomon, the bullet. He has a very good start. He's one guy that I think would be very good doing the 60 meters indoors. But well, it is what it is. We don't have it here. Yes, I don't know what the holdup is, but yes, the boys are ready and they're raring to go. Again, I don't know where the delay comes in, but we don't need this delay. It makes the athletes.
Eugene is on camera number 6. Is fine. No, it is not okay. I can get you. I can see you running on the grass. Yeah, you can walk.
Let him wait at the end.
One
So
of you lost
their
the watch.
100 meters is upon us, and we hope for the best. This lineup is strong. In lane 8, we have this gentleman from South Sudan. And then next to him, we have Musa Isabidie, who is himself a former national record holder. I don't know if he's the best of his form right now, but whatever it is, let's wait for and see what happens. And then we have Meshach Babu from Kenya. We have Tyson from Kenya. We have Aboda from Uganda. Pius Adome from Uganda. We have Benson Okot, the proud Luo from Uganda. And then Obuto Solomon, the bullet. Wow, what a race this is going to be. I still don't know what the hold-up is, but whatever the case, we need to have this race underway, and we get done with it. Still pictures. Okay. Now they've been called to go on their marks by the legendary starter, Mr. Bijingo Nalis. The 100 meters, the final event of the day. Obuto Solomon, Okot Benson, Adome Pius, Babu Meshak, Aboda Emmanuel, Juma Tyson Omondi, Isabre Musa, and Thiep Deng Malek. Who has the legs? Who has the chest? Who has the engine? Who has the generator? Okay, off they go. Going on very strongly is Obuto Solomon in lane 1, and Obuto Solomon got this, but now coming out very strongly is Meshak Babu and oh my God, and Tyson taking this race. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. I still don't know who won the race.
One is Sport. In 2 is MTN Uganda. Team A. In lane 3 is MTN Uganda. Team B. In lane 4 is Uganda Prisons. In lane 5 is Lactic Sports, represented by Godwin, a retired athlete. In lane 6 is Namboole Stadium, and in lane number 8 is Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen,
And this is going to be a very interesting one. The men's corporate relay, 4x1. Interesting to note that we have Lactic Sports in lane number 5. Shouts out to you, Madam Mildred Gamba of Tibak. We don't have Tibak team here. We don't have Gamba Athletics Federation, GAF people here. But interesting to see that the CEO himself is going to run the anchor leg, and that is Mr. Ngaimoko Ali. Starting them off is going to be Godwin Biamukama. Godwin Biamukama. Wow. Ali Ngaimoko. And then I don't know who will run for them the other half, but I think this corruption here, because all these are former national athletes. Ali, Godwin, and they are, hey. This is going to be a very interesting race. I am looking very much forward to seeing how it will eventually, unfold. Wow, 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 wow. Team Lactic, I will want to see the full lineup of Team Lactic at the end of the at the end of the race. Woo. Okay, they've been called on their marks. And you can clearly see some of them don't have starter blocks. They don't know how to use them. And then they, of course, the former athletes do know what to do. Do know do know how to use the starter blocks. And this is going to be fire. So let's wait and see what this fun race has to offer. How much fun? Ah, yeah. Off they go. Moving very strongly, definitely, as expected, is Godwin Byamukama, who's already up on everybody else, and he hands over the baton. Ah, but no, they are trailing. There was a slow exchange there, and that is Pius. Team Lactic is pulled. Oh no! Whoa! But that was Pius on the second leg for the other team, and he did very well. So Lactic is trying to make a comeback, but I don't think there's going to be anyone. Okay, these guys were even running in a very different lane. Okay, let's see what Ali can do. Former national. Yes. Oh, Team Lactic settles for the bronze medal. His life is really interesting. When I recall how strong Ali was, and now, it's wow, beautiful stuff. Thank you very much, dear viewers, for keeping up with us today. Thank you so much. Oh, that was Noah from the Federation, from Uganda Athletics.